wondered why no matter how many people you meet, there's always that one friend who feels like they've known your soul forever? According to psychology, a human can only have one true friend in their lifetime. Not the one who's always around, but the one who's always there, even in silence. You don't need to talk every day. You might go months without a message. But when you finally speak, it's never awkward. It's like your hearts never stopped talking. They've seen you at your worst, when your world was falling apart, and instead of leaving, they held the broken pieces with you. Maybe you met them in childhood, maybe later when you were lost and didn't even know you needed saving, but they showed up quietly and stayed. Distance didn't kill it, time didn't fade it, because real friendship doesn't demand attention, it survives on understanding. They've seen the parts of you no one else could handle, and still, they never judged, never walked away. So if someone's face just came to your mind while listening, send them this video, because they're probably thinking of you too. Send this to that one friend they deserve to know. Follow for more psychology stories that touch the heart. Ever noticed how some people enter your life and instantly feel familiar, like you've known them for years, even when you just met? According to psychology, this happens because certain people match your emotional frequency. Your nervous system recognizes them not as a stranger, but as safety. You don't have to pretend around them, you don't have to impress them. Your guard just drops, like your soul finally took a deep breath. These are the people with whom conversations flow effortlessly. Even the silence feels comfortable. You can sit together without speaking, and somehow it still feels like connection. They understand your tone, your pauses, your unspoken feelings, not because they try harder, but because your energies naturally align. Maybe they remind you of a childhood comfort. Maybe they carry a softness you've been searching for. Maybe, without knowing, they heal a part of you that life quietly broke. People like this are rare. They don't come around twice. And when they do, you don't feel the need to chase them, because the connection feels mutual, effortless, and real. If someone came to your mind while listening to this, send them this video. Let them know they're the kind of person your heart feels safe with.
Psychology shows that laughing during serious situations is a sign of high intelligence. When laughter breaks out during a funeral, an argument, or a tense silence, it isn't cruelty. It's the brain processing emotions on a deeper level than most people can handle. Ordinary minds suppress the reaction, smarter ones short-circuit into humor. Psychologists call this incongruous affect. It happens because intelligent brains don't experience emotion in one layer. They juggle several at once. Your brain is trying to break tension, self-soothe, create distance from something overwhelming. When the tension becomes too much, the mind releases it in the simplest way possible. Laughter. What others see as a flaw is often a hidden advantage, the ability to break tension, to keep moving, to endure. The same brain that laughs in tragedy is the one that adapts the fastest. Because if you can find light in the darkest room, you can survive anything. You're not broken, you simply think differently. So if you've ever been told your reaction is wrong, remember, it's not weakness. It's your mind working on a level most people will never understand.
When your dog knows it's time, according to psychology, he looked at you one last time. Not because he was scared, but because he wanted to memorize your face, the person who was his whole world. Psychology says dogs don't fear death the way humans do. They don't think, I'm dying. They think, I hope you're okay. As his heartbeat slows, he watches your eyes, waiting for a smile, any sign that you're safe. Because in his mind, his job was never to live forever. It was to love you and to make sure you'd be okay without him. When his paw twitches and his breath gets lighter, that's not pain, it's release. His brain floods with oxytocin, the same feeling he had every time you came home. So when he finally closes his eyes, he's not saying goodbye, he's saying, you gave me the best life. Now promise me you'll keep living it. According to psychology, dogs never truly leave. Their scent, their warmth, their rhythm stay wired in your brain forever. That's why sometimes, late at night, you still feel him curl beside you, because your mind remembers what your heart can't let go.
When your cat knows it's time, according to psychology, she doesn't say goodbye the way we expect. She just finds a quiet corner, a familiar scent, and looks at you one last time. Not out of fear, but out of peace. Cats don't understand death the way we do. They don't think, I'm leaving. They think, you'll be okay. Her eyes follow you, slow and soft, memorizing your face, the one that fed her, held her, and let her exist safely in her own quiet way. When her breathing slows and her paw stops twitching, that's not pain, that's release. Her brain releases oxytocin, the same warmth she felt every time she purred in your lap, every time you said her name softly in the dark. She doesn't fear the silence that follows. She trusts it because to her, love was never loud. It was in the small moments, a blink, a soft meow, a gentle touch. So when she finally closes her eyes, she's not saying goodbye. She's saying, thank you for letting me love you in my quiet way. According to psychology, cats never truly leave. Their warmth, their purr, their tiny habits stay wired into your nervous system. That's why sometimes in the stillness of night, you swear you feel her jump on the bed because your mind remembers what your heart still holds